Hello, mis amores. Ah, don't look at me. I'm basically naked. Ah, that's better, finally. Otherwise, YouTube would probably flag this video. How are we doing? How's your day? I'm okay, thanks for asking. I'm just a little bit scared to make this video, you know? Mainly because I kind of know what's ahead. I mean, because of the recipes, really. I've done a similar video recently. It was a couple of weeks after that on my For You page, similar recipes were starting to haunt me. And that's when I realized this clickbait channel exists in multiple languages. It's a clickbait recipe franchise. And I also realized that they probably just film the recipes and then have different people do the voiceover so they can obviously sell it to a larger audience, different countries, different languages, more reach. Smart business behavior, but I just wish they weren't so fucking clickbaity. Like, what do you mean we're boiling mayonnaise in water? Like, that's what we're gonna do today. Spoiler. How did you even come up with that? Why did you come up with that? We will see if it makes sense, but ooh, girl. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, there's this clickbaity TikTok channel that I found that also exists on Instagram and probably YouTube Shorts as well, that I think initially was or is just an app for recipes. But guys, the videos, but also the views, because they are so freaking clickbaity. It's honestly insane. And I thought it was a Spanish one, but turns out there's an English version of it. I don't even want to know if there's any other languages that this has been translated into, but even just the translation is literally the literal translation of all of the sentences. I felt traumatized just watching these videos again. Also, I feel like I translated them better than they did, but without further ado, I think it's time to see what they've got planned for us today and, you know, give them the views and attention that they so desperately seek. Sounds like I'm coming for this company, but they're just out there trying to make money, I guess. We're gonna start with a recipe with the least amount of views, only like 3-point-something million. Like,
what a fail.
You know, he says,
When I cook potatoes like this, everyone asks me for the recipe.
I just felt inclined to make them as well. It's a very interesting way of cooking the potatoes, but what intrigued me the most about this one was that and also most of the comments, are pretty sure that the potatoes in the videos are raw. They are not cooked. So the comments say, I'm sure those potatoes are not cooked. Anyone who wants to challenge that could follow the recipe the way he says, and you see the potatoes, they will not be cooked. I maybe should have done that just for that recipe. But I did get smaller potatoes. Like, I just don't want them to go to waste. It says to use 1 kilogram. It's just me, I'm not gonna make 1 kilogram. And here is everything else that you need. Half a lime, some parsley, 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter, another tablespoon of unsalted butter, 2 teaspoons of salt, another pinch of salt, a drizzle of olive oil, a pinch of pepper, a pinch of paprika powder. And then after that, you will need another pinch of salt, another pinch of pepper, and another pinch of paprika, and 1 clove of garlic. I'm mostly excited about the lime in there, to be honest, because lime? Hell yeah! Alright, are you ready for that recipe? While I'm staring at you, use this time to share this video with your friend. And comment down below. Okay, I'm done. We're supposed to cut them into thin strips without cutting right through them. I think I'm just gonna use some chopsticks just to prevent myself from cutting right through them, you know? And if you say those are not thin strips, their strips are even thicker. I'm already improving their recipe, which is not really why I'm doing this video. I'm just too kind. What can I say? This shit works, it feels good. My self-worth at an all-time low. I just can't help. Like, this song has so many words in it that basically every single sentence I say reminds me of it. this knife is so sharp. Naomi also got new sharp knives, so we're fully kitted in terms of sharp knives. Honestly, I also don't mind a not sharp knife. I must confess, this doesn't give me the satisfaction for me to spend like 100 euros on a great knife, honestly. Also, this probably wasn't 100 euros, but you get my point. Next! I have been lied to. I wasn't told that we need water. But we do. Put them all into a pot. They have huge as fuck potatoes and they cook them for 10 minutes. On medium heat also. So they add 2 teaspoons of salt. So I'm gonna add like maybe 3/4 of a teaspoon. Medium heat for 10 minutes, I guess. In the meantime, you can't really do anything, but I'm gonna wash the parsley and peel the garlic clove. Do you hear that? 10 minutes are over. I'm gonna drain the water.
All of it.
Oh my god, I can't even get in there. After that, medium to low heat, we're gonna melt 1 tablespoon of butter. Stir until this melts and take the time to share this video. And write in the comment section the name of the city from which you're watching this video. And we'll make sure to leave a heart, especially for you. Add a drizzle of olive oil and stir again. There's got super foamy. We are now gonna place the potatoes in there and drizzle the juice of half a lime on top. Grate 1 clove of garlic on top. I mean, the medium to low heat is like not doing shit. Season with a pinch of salt, black pepper, and paprika. I think I'm gonna amp up the temperature a little bit because I do want something to happen, right? We're gonna add another half tablespoon or tablespoon of butter. Let everything fry for 2 minutes. I feel like it's been a minute already. So I'm just gonna give it as much time as it takes for me to give Chili a treaty because he's begging. Then we flip. Then we do another round of salt, pepper, bell pepper, banana, fan for pepper, and paprika. Good job. Now we let it fry for 5 minutes. Guys, I really didn't want to do it because I didn't want to have the brown coffee tongue so early in the video, but I fear I might have to make myself a coffee now. I could have used those 5 minutes to chop the parsley. Okay. And that recipe is done. I say it like that because that's what the app is called and the channel. I mean, wow, look at our potatoes. Wait, I mean, wow, look at our potatoes. The butter in there, in the pan, probably tastes really great. Cheers. Okay, it's on the tougher side, but it's cooked, it's edible. I don't mind parsley, but I just feel like it cheapens any dish. There are just so many restaurants in Germany that aren't the best, but just garnish everything with some parsley to make it look prettier or nicer, or I don't know, even know why. That's why I just feel like parsley just doesn't always work. I just feel like I would not ask anyone for the recipe. I will do a little bit of this section because I feel like all of the flavor is still in the pan with the garlic and stuff. Now we're talking. Their potatoes were raw. That's all I have to say about this. Like, honestly, and maybe if I pan fry potatoes, I will add some lime at some point as well. Moving on, mix condensed milk with cornstarch and you will be amazed with the result. Should I just start doing these voiceovers? I mean, I could make them in German as well. Hire me, pay me well please too. Mix Kondensmilch mit Mix Kondensmilch mit Maisstärke. I can't speak German. Don't think I'll get the job. Guys, we're gonna make cookies. Yes, condensed milk plus cornstarch makes cookies, apparently. Some people ask, of course, because I ask the same questions. Why cornstarch and not flour? And another person answered, it makes a softer, more tender cookie. Cornstarch is better because it melts in your mouth. So apparently this is a Filipino cookie called puto seco. Brazilians call this sequilla something. They might be a thing, which leaves me a little bit more confident and also calmer. Kiki Palmer.
I don't know who this man is.
So I think these are gonna be good. I trust Filipino and I trust Brazilian recipes. I do not trust this website, this app, this channel. I mean, if they work, they're really easy to make and you really don't need a lot. So that would be kind of cool. And if you wanna make them yourself, I will tell you what you need. Anyone know this song? 1 can of condensed milk, 500 grams of cornstarch. Is that not crazy? 2 tablespoons of rainbow round sprinkles. Look, I even got rainbow round sprinkles. 4 tablespoons of butter or margarine, which is 56 grams, and 1 tablespoon of sugar. Yes, guys. Yes, that's it already. They say room temperature butter, but theirs was melted. I don't know what to trust.
Story of my life.
Okay, I think I'm gonna like melt it a little bit. We need a bowl, guys. That's a bowl. The condensed milk, cornstarch. Whoa. And the kind of half melted butter. Try mixing with a spatula, but we'll probably have to go in con nuestras manos. I mean, we can just pretend it's flour. I don't want to go in with mis manos. I'm just gonna wash mis manos. My hands are always dying after filming because obviously I cook and bake a lot for just one video. That also means for me that I wash my hands very, very often. Even without filming, I wash my hands probably too often. I don't know if you can do that. In terms of dryness of my hands, I think there is such a thing as too much. Too late. I know I shouldn't be calling. I also don't think there's such a thing as too little, too late. Actually, there is. And I can't wait. I mean, it's stuck to the ground. Next step would be technically a very lengthy process of them just making balls, but like they flatten it and then they cut it into squares. I feel like we can either just measure it or just eyeball this. Their balls weren't equal sized either, so. That is dough. Very starchy. I'm just gonna form balls now. We should have 12. Another bowl in which we're gonna mix the granulated sugar with half a tablespoon of the sprinkles. Mine aren't as colorful. They don't mix at all. 356 Fahrenheit or 180 Celsius. Preheat your oven and then turn these into little cookies and just coat them, or just one side actually. That's it. Perdoname, I didn't even say, but we bake them for 20 minutes. They also say, get yourself a coffee and enjoy your cookies once they're done. So I guess I will have to make another coffee. I don't have as many sprinkles on top, but like they won't stick. What am I supposed to do? And the best part of me was always you and not the sprinkles. Let's go for 16 minutes first. So, quick question. Why were mine done after 14 minutes and actually are darker than theirs? Just una pregunta, but don't worry, I've got everything under control because I took them out at maybe the wrong time, maybe like 2 minutes too late. Well, little late, huh? Either they're catfishing me or mine just really did not turn out the way that I wanted. But it didn't take long to realize that the woman in me does not cry for a man who is a boy and he does not Okay, yes, listen to that.
The woman in me does not cry for a man who is a boy.
What was that? Yes, my sprinkles weren't as colorful to begin with, and if at all, they have probably lost in color, but that's my cheek actually, guys, think. If I wanted mine to be the same color, I would have had to take them out 8 minutes into the baking process. So something is weird. Look at how dark mine are. Also, it does not seem like something I would want to bite into. It seems like something I want to construct houses with. They do melt in your mouth once you've cracked the shell. I don't think this is what we're going for. They feel soft because of this cornstarch. Maybe they're just meant to be dipped into coffee. Oh, this is a very interesting eating experience. They feel like a velvet on your lung. I wanted to mix Spanish and English. Like I think in Spanish, basically. I'm that much of a professional. Anyway. I don't think I like this feeling. Flavor-wise, without the coffee, they just taste like condensed milk, which is the only flavor that we put in there. I wanted them to be great because they're so easy to make and so quick to make. I think it's time for the boiled mayo. Doechii has a song called Boiled Peanuts, which we've made recently. I feel like she might need a new song called Boiled Mayonnaise.
The fuck is a
Boiled Mayonnaise. With the boiled mayonnaise, we're actually gonna make a dough that we're then gonna put potatoes in and fry. It's like something that we've already made before, just without the boiled mayonnaise, which I, to this day, right now, still don't understand why we're doing this, so that's why I wanna try. I can already tell it's unnecessary to do this. I think we can make a better dough without boiling mayonnaise. But that's just yo. But here's what you need, just in case you want to make this too. 5 tablespoons, or in my case 2.5 tablespoons of mayonnaise, 350 grams of wheat flour, 250 milliliters of water, half a teaspoon of salt, 100 grams of shredded mozzarella, some oil for frying, 1 teaspoon of unsalted butter, 3 medium boiled potatoes.
Dry.
I've got 4. I probably will only make 2 because half the recipe. Start by adding the water to a skillet on medium heat. I'm gonna peel the potatoes while I wait for the water to boil. Well, and I'm also gonna cut them into cubes because my water is still not boiling because I'm supposed to have it on medium heat. Fuck medium heat, I'm upping the temperature. It's been 84 years, but we're finally there. Now add the mayonnaise. That smells good. Stir until it has dissolved, I think. But it also boiled a little bit in their videos. Ew. Theirs was like full on boiling. I'm gonna wait for that as well. And once that's the case, I'm gonna start adding the flour and mixing until we've got a smooth dough. I think I have to transfer it to a bowl and use my hands. It feels really great though. I give them that. And while we wait, by Kehlani, we're gonna make the potato filling. We're just gonna add half a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of unsalted butter. Then we're gonna mash it. Don't season them too much. That would be a shame, right? Then add the mozzarella cheese. Not even pepper. Puree filling is done. Set aside.
Take the time to share this video.
They again do this extra step of, you know, putting the dough on a countertop and cutting it into pieces and then forming balls. We're not gonna do that. Got the 4 balls. I mean, you don't even need to shape them into balls because you're gonna flatten the dough just like the cookies earlier. Then you'll take a teaspoon of your filling and then you close your dough into this like shape, an empanada shape. Almost. I saved this recipe for last because I didn't want to fry. I don't know why I picked this recipe. The clickbait got me. The filling tastes really good though. I'm gonna have to focus on not crying and dying. So I'll just tell you that in a skillet filled with hot oil, we're gonna fry them on all sides until they're golden brown. That wasn't too bad. It's still doing its thing over there. It's golden brown. I've got so much fried oil. So that's my dilemma. No matter what I do, but you know I'm crazy over you. Well, look at this. We've got our little ships, like ships in the night. Okay, whatever, I'll stop singing. This is the only one that burst a little. You can pick a dip of your choice. It looked like they used ketchup. Maybe I'm gonna use mayo. Come through cheese, kind of. Cheese and cheers. What is this dough? That dough is so tough, but at the same time so brittle. This is so bad. You don't get any of the potato. It's unseasoned. Unseasoned fat. That's what it tastes like. What the fuck? This might be the worst thing I've ever had to make. You just got to season it more and use a different dough because that ain't it. I'm just eating the filling. At least in the Spanish version of this video, the recipes were actually kind of good. This time we had unnecessary, weird and unnecessary to really bad. What the fuck is this dough? This was literally only meant to go viral on TikTok. I keep eating because I'm just trying to understand what what's going on? What a waste of literally everything. My time, my energy, my product, my electricity, your time. Watching this. For what? I'm sorry guys, but I'm not the one who should be apologizing really. This is not that recipe even though they're trying to make you think so. That was such a disappointment, this video. I knew it was gonna be, but it was even worse. All I've got left is my water, a fraction of my sanity, and a little bit of my pride, because at least I managed to make all of these recipes. And I've also still got a lot of love for you guys. Don't worry, my love will last until next week, where I'll be seeing you guys again. So thank you so much for watching this video. Entonces, nos vemos la próxima vez y bye.